Welcome back. We have Chef Ryan Donnelly joining us on the show from Chance's Casino. It's great to have you back, first of all.
Thanks for having us again.
Yes, looking forward to a big weekend event happening at Chance's this weekend. It's their anniversary gala. It's St. Patrick's Day. Lots going on. Yeah,
so it's our 14th anniversary for the building. The restaurant itself is at 2 years now. So we're having a big hula, I guess you can say. We're going to be giving away a car, a Kia Forte, I believe.
Really, that night?
Yep, that night.
Somebody's going to drive home in it.
Somebody will, well, not quite drive home in it, but it'll have to come off the big box in the parking lot first.
Sure.
But yeah, Bryce would say, just come on in and swipe your Encore card anytime between now and that Saturday, and you're entered in the draw. So you don't have to be present that day. If you're not able to make it, you're in the draw. So you
How do you get an Encore card if you don't have one?
You come in, you ask any of our lovely staff for a form, and they'll walk you through the process. You fill the form out, and you get a card.
Wouldn't that be fun to win a car on St. Patrick's Day?
It would be just fabulous.
It's worth the trip.
Well
worth
the trip,
right?
Well worth the trip.
What else is worth the trip is the cooking that's going to be going on, because Chef Ryan Donnelly will be there cooking up a storm on Saturday night. What are we pouring in? What was that?
So that is some white wine. We're going to be making a seafood linguine with a herb bourbon cream sauce. So what I've done, I don't like my seafood to stick to the pan, so I put down some white wine in it first.
Yeah.
And I basically kind of gently give the seafood a little steam just to kind of get things going.
Yeah.
In ours, we have salmon, cod, prawns, and then mussels.
Delightful.
So all just kind of stuff that we have collectively within our building.
Nice.
This seems to be a very popular seller. It's quite easy, quite simple. And for being a cream sauce, you'd think it'd be heavy, but it's actually quite light and quite refreshing that way. So.
Very nice.
So yeah.
And the wine and the cream together, there's no problems there?
None whatsoever.
Yeah.
It doesn't even hide the bourbon. The bourbon is very mild in it. It kind of adds a nice little sweetness. The sauce can go anything with anything from seafood to chicken to whatever. I've had it in a couple different ways, but it is one of my favorites. Just a really nice, simple sauce to make.
Who doesn't love a seafood linguine? Like, my mouth is watering right now. Also because I didn't have breakfast. I was at the dentist this morning. So, yeah, I'm starving.
So this should be an interesting one.
It's going to be delightful.
Yeah, so
you let that sit for a few minutes?
So we let it sit for a few minutes. Obviously, electric's a little different than the gas I'm used to working on, but we let it go and just kind of gently steam itself away. And then we're going to add our herb cream sauce here. So in this, we've taken some shallots and herbs, so some fresh thyme and rosemary and oregano. And we've cooked that down and concentrated it out. And then we take it off the heat and we put in a very generous amount of bourbon and we flame that off without cooking it to burn off the alcohol to try and preserve as much of the sweetness of the bourbon itself.
Right.
And then once we've done that, we put in some cream, we bring it to a quick simmer, and that's about it. We leave it at that point. And for that point, we can just kind of quickly make these a la minute as they're ordered.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of let that go and reduce, and then it'll help cook the seafood as well and kind of steam it and impart all those flavors and stuff in it as well.
Fantastic. Is this a regular on the menu, or is this something?
So right now, this is a regular on the menu. It has been doing really well. It might have a little tweak or change here coming out of summer.
Yeah.
But generally, it's been doing quite well. Some very positive feedback and stuff.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
So coming up on Saturday night, you guys have some entertainment as well. Paisley Groove is going to be playing from, I think, 6 until 11 that night.
I'm going to say 7 till 11.
Sure.
Generally, our bands will start around 7. This is their kind of definitely once, I think every year they play for us on our gala. So they bring in quite a big crowd. They're a great time, great act.
They really are.
They really are. Our room is guaranteed to fill up quite early with this event.
So come early.
So come early. Prepare to stay late. It is a good time. Time will fly by and you won't even know it.
Yeah. Do you guys have dancing and stuff? Can you dance if you want? Or?
There's a little bit of wiggle room in between some of the tables. We have had some patrons in the past on these events come in and kind of move things around so they can create dance floors for themselves. And it's encouraged. Like I said, it is absolutely busy. We expect anywhere from 600 to 700 people in the building that day.
Is that right?
Yeah, so it's going to be quite busy. Everything from bingo to slots. There's going to be prizes throughout the entire evening, random draws, balloon pops, all just kind of quirky little things. So, so lots going on.
Fantastic. Will you guys have green beer?
I don't think we're going to have green beer, but you never know. It hasn't gone that far. I think it's more of a coincidence. It just kind of happened to fall on St. Patrick's Day.
But that's fun. It just means it's going to be busier is all, right?
Probably. Yeah. We do have all the fun Guinness as well and stuff like that, so people want to come down and have one of those on that day as well. So,
little question about seafood. How do you know for sure? Like, I know with shells, you let them open. They're opening. I always fear that I'm going to overcook. I know undercooking isn't good either, but...
yeah, so when it comes to shellfish, the rule of thumb is you always try and buy fresh. You want your shells to open, and that will tell you that the meat is cooked and where you need to be. If it doesn't open, generally it may be bad or it may have been dead before you cooked it.
Don't eat if it doesn't open?
So don't eat those ones.
Okay.
As far as seafood goes, depending on how you're cooking it, I like mine, I'm going to call it about medium for most seafood. So still slightly a little bit raw, a little in the middle.
It doesn't hurt you to ever eat raw seafood,
no, it does
right?
not.
Yeah.
No, and when you eat sushi, which is what they do with sushi in order to kill anything that may be in it, is they flash freeze it. It takes care of any of the issues that may come, and then people eat sushi. They've been doing it for generations. So,
Sure.
So yeah, it's never a bad thing.
Okay.
So this is just simmering away. We're going to add our portion of linguine here and kind of let it simmer away. This, our noodles are also cooked to a point where they'll also help thicken the sauce a little bit as well.
A little starch
in there, and we're just going to kind of let it go. Kind of slowly reduce itself. Hopefully this will be enough time for it to kind of do its thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
What else? I did want to mention, actually I wanted to thank on behalf of Chances in the Barside, I wanted to thank the food bank for the empty bowls that we did at the beginning of the month.
Ah, yes. How did that go?
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It went really well this year. Third year they've had it, third year we've been part of it. Very happy they keep inviting us back. I think it's a great event, a great cause, and I know we are very happy to be supportive of that group.
Fantastic.
So I just wanted to make sure that they knew that we were happy to be there and that it was a great event.
That's awesome. Good.
So, yeah.
That was at the beginning of...
beginning of March, yeah.
Oh, okay, this month.
Yeah.
Great.
So just a couple weeks ago.
Awesome. All right. So it's starting to thicken up a little bit.
So it's starting to thicken up a little bit. I generally like to let it go a little bit thicker on that process. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper when we go. Not too much, though. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon. And then we will, then I like just a little bit of color and freshness. Usually at the end, I'll add a little bit of fresh tomato. I don't like to cook it out very much. And then a bit of green onion as well. I find green onion and tomato just kind of give me a little bit of spring and just kind of lighten things up.
Do you have any snow over where you guys are at Chances right now? Is it done?
It's pretty much gone, actually.
Lovely.
This rain is washing the last little bit of the snowbanks out of the parking lot.
That's good.
So it'll be nice coming into the weekend, get everything all nice and cleaned and shiny. And going down a little bit more.
That looks so delightful. Let's give that a little quick, because it's hot now.
No, that handles.
Check us out, people. Let's go for the close-up. Delightful. Almost all the food groups are even represented in this.
Almost. 4 food groups. Oh, chocolate, wine, different food groups.
Those are my food groups.
Yeah. So kind of try and speed some of this little up here a little bit, but we'll take this out. Noodles look to be cooked. So I'll take it out into the bowl. Try and make it as neat and pleasant as possible.
You can oftentimes, though, you're cooking for one right now, or like maybe 2, but, you know, normally, how big would this be?
This is actually the portion that we would serve.
Is that right every time?
Yeah, this will be the portion that we serve. You don't want to do this at home. You can add more, make less, anything you want to kind of do.
Yeah.
You can make it, set it as a casserole a day or 2 in advance, put it all together cold, and put it in the oven if you want.
Yes, that's a good one.
So a nice, easy method to do it that way as well. Yeah, it's nice and easy, just something simple. Take that down a little more. Now, generally, I have a little bit more thicker sauce here. I don't know if my time is going to allow me to get that down to where I want it to be.
I think it looks pretty darn good.
And just kind of a little bit of everybody on top.
Will it be all hands on deck on Saturday night?
Saturday is going to be an absolute all hands on deck.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I said, we're going to be very busy. We'll be doing things like free appetizers on the floor as well for slots and bingo.
Right.
So if you're in games and you're busy and preoccupied, we'll be coming around to you.
Nice.
And making sure that you get a little something as an appreciation. We have cupcakes to give away at the end.
Okay.
Little coupons and such as well.
Look at that. It smells heavenly, by the way.
For you.
Let us get the close-up shot of that if we can. Beautiful. Chef Ryan Donnelly, Chances Casino. This is a fantastic-looking dish. Something you can absolutely order off the menu on Saturday night if you're planning to go by to celebrate the anniversary gala. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, and if you'd like to make reservations, you can do so as well. You can go online. You can also go to 554-1030 and give them a call. We'll be back after a quick break. Stay with us.